Friday had been a long day at the office. When I finally got home, I found a note on the kitchen from my beloved wife, spending the night with Peter. Dinner inside the fridge. I grabbed a beer from the fridge and put some cold meal in the microwave. After having some dinner, I went to the living room and sat down on the sofa to enjoy a nice glass of Irish whiskey and watch TV. I wanted to know if Anna was fine, so I picked up my phone and called her. The phone rang several times and she finally answered. She was not mad like I thought she would be, so we talked some minutes. I asked if she was having a nice time. She answered yes. I asked if he was now fucking her and she said extremely. In her ass. I suddenly blurted out, "Not yet," Anna said in a very sexy voice. I asked her if his cock was big. She said it was huge. Then Anna asked me if I was jerking off and I admitted that yes. I was stroking my dick as I talked to her. Then my sensual wife laughed on the phone, saying she needed to go. Saturday morning I had just finished breakfast when my sweet Anna pulled her car into the garage. I watched her coming to the kitchen door. She was wearing a very tight jean short, and when she bent over to put down her purse on the floor, I could see almost her bare ass cheeks. Anita stood up and she kissed my cheek. I asked her if she had enjoyed the good time and she nodded a yes. She added that she had brought me a surprise. I rubbed her tight crotch and asked if my surprise was there. But Anna slapped my fingers away and said some of it was there. But she had another gift in her purse. Then I knew for sure that my unfaithful slutty wife had made a video showing what she had done the night before. I put the disc on the TV and Anna begged me to wait for her. We would watch the video together. Some minutes later she came back from our bedroom. Anita walked in the living room wearing just black lace top stockings and her sexy black stiletto heels. Nothing else. She left and ordered me to get naked. I stripped off in less than 2 seconds and my huge hard dick popped out. My sexy wife came over me and she quickly grabbed the head of my erect cock. Then she pushed me back, causing me to sit down on the couch again. Anna told me her cunt was very sore and she was not in the mood for sex with me. I asked what about some anal action, but she laughed and said that her asshole was even worse than her stretched cunt. Then she picked up the remote and hit play. The screen started showing Peter's house. The bastard had met my wife a year ago as a client of her firm, but I never knew when they had become lovers. Anita appeared on one side of the screen, towing her lover by his already erect cock. She looked at me and said that his full-grown cock was the same size as her forearm. I asked if it hurt, but Anna said that only at first. But later on he could slid that huge thing in her cunt with ease. She added in the early morning they had fucked for the last time and she had felt no pain at all, so she had been well stretched out. She pointed at the TV. "Look at this part." When I looked I heard her phone ringing. Anna laughed and said this was the moment when I had called. I got mad watching my beautiful sexy wife being fucked in all fours by that horsecock man while she was talking to me on the phone. Peter was smiling as he was looking directly at the camera, while he grabbed my wife's hips and pumped her in a rough manner. After Anna hung up her phone, he made her come onto his hard cock and he came just few seconds later. As soon as the video was over, Anita spread her legs and told me to make her come, but just using my mouth. I started eating her and it was very obvious to me that she had been fucked recently. There were still some traces of semen in her lovely cunt and her clit was red and swollen. I sucked her clit as Anna pushed my head against her crotch. After an intense orgasm she put her high heels on my shoulders and said she needed a warm bath in the tub. As she lay on her back in the steaming tub, Anna rubbed her swollen clit between her naughty fingers. I tried to touch her, but the bitch slapped my hand away and reminded me she was still pretty sore down there. So I left her alone and went to get some meal for lunch. After resting for a while in our bed, I found Anna lying outside by the pool. She was topless, sunning her nice round tits. At early evening my sensual wife had a warm shower and dressed up, saying she was in the mood for going out to dinner and mostly of all, she wanted to pick up a stranger. She stood in front of me and bent over, showing me she was not wearing panties under her short tight dress. My dick started to grow and rise as she laughed at me. Once at the restaurant I told Anna to open her legs and show off her shaved pussy. A while later she said that just one young guy was staring directly at her exposed glistening labia. I asked her what she would do about it, and Anna said she would go to the ladies' room and she would pick him up on her way there. You are listening to the story at the channel Adult Story. Please subscribe to channel support. I turned my head and saw the lucky bastard was a black man. Then Anita sat back onto her chair and spread her legs even wider for the black guy. The bitch started rubbing her clit as she moaned, saying her cunt was so hungry for a thick cock. Suddenly she woke up and kissed my lips. Then she started walking, swaying her nice hips as she approached that lonely black guy. She bent over him and whispered something at his ear. Then she just kept walking to the ladies' room and the black guy followed her.